posted this video, and it was brought to my attention afterwards that some of the information was not accurate, or I had left out credit for those who had developed the area. And you know what? They are totally right, because I didn't have any info. If you aren't in the know here, then you really just don't have the info, and even then, it isn't very widely accessible, which is exactly what this project is about, making it accessible for everyone. And I was very lucky enough to get a message from Sergio, one of the amazing Venezuelan climbers who developed the area, and he brought me up to speed. So, new, better beta, sexier 4K, here we go. Hello travelers, and welcome back to Crazy in Curacao, your all Curacao All Adventure channel. This video is a guide to help you access and climb the Piscadera area in Curacao. Now the climbing area can be kind of difficult to find, which is why I included this driving video. As you can see, the access to it is in a residential neighborhood, so you need to be cognizant of the residents there and make sure you don't park in their way. There's a little apartment complex with a dirt area next to it. I would recommend parking there. You do have to access it right next to a lady's house at the very back of the road. So if you see her, make sure to say hi. She's super sweet. Just be cool and take care of the entrance area. I would definitely recommend keeping any valuables you have on you. It's kind of a secluded area, and you never want anyone to break in your car and take out your stuff. Just kind of a good pro tip for the island. Now the climbing trail starts here just to the right of this halfway built building. The trail is not that bad, not very steep. You're not going to have any problems carrying your gear up there at all. Now, all the routes in this area, as well as Roi Rincon and the upcoming climbing place Tafelberg, were developed by a team of Venezuelan climbers. The two that I know of is Sergio and David, and Sergio was awesome enough to provide me with all of the beta information for this area, which I'm absolutely appreciative of. When you first come out of the trail, you're going to come up on the main overhang wall. It is called the Piscadera Wall. There are 10 routes in there, and they range from 510C, mostly 510Ds, and then there's also a 511, a 512, and a 513 in this area. A little bit difficult climbing. It's kind of dusty. Not a lot of people have been climbing it lately, and also, as with this area and all the other areas over here, watch out for some bees. They're not incredibly common, but I have been climbing and stuck my hand in a hole where there were bees. Now the next area is just up the hill from the Piscadera Wall. It's called Queen, and there are 3 routes there. He said that they're unmarked. He hasn't written a guide for those yet, so no ratings on those yet. Once you get past the Queen area, you're going to run into the Seru Pretu area, which is the name of the mountain itself. It's called Black Mountain. There are 5 routes there, also unmarked, no guide for that yet, but we've climbed most of these routes, and I would say they're between 5.8, 5.9. Now, most of the routes climbed in this video were climbed in that area. And if you go even further to the left, over by the radio tower, there is another area called the Sparrow Wall, and there are 6 routes there, and they are all 510A and B. The rock in all these areas is really good. On Seru Pretu, it can be a little bit choppy here and there, but it's not super bad, but it's probably pretty smart to have your belayer wear a helmet. Sergio assures me that this is the best limestone and the climbing in the Caribbean, and I totally believe him. The areas are expanding all the time, and we're getting access to the information to share with everybody else, so I really hope this video is super helpful. The views in this area are absolutely spectacular. We usually climb in the evenings so that you can catch some sunset top-outs. And surprisingly, a lot of these routes are top ropeable, so if you hike all the way around, there's a staircase area to get up to the top of the mountain by the towers, and there's a few bolts and anchors you can drop a rope off of, or just lead climb it yourself. Now, if you're one of those people that enjoys having a guide or needs to rent some gear, I will, as always, provide links to my favorite guides here on the island. You know what, guys? I think that's all that needs to be said about this area. If I get any new updates about route beta or potential for a public guidebook, I will absolutely update this video. Until then, you can check it out on Mountain Project. There's not a whole lot there, but maybe that's another project we can work on as well. So stay rad, guys. Happy climbing.